All right, it's about time. I know I should. This is definitely something that I should have done last month when I released this book right here, Lasting Love. But I was having a little bit of money troubles, and I couldn't afford to get this book. And it was either get a copy of this book or not pay a bill. And I had to make a choice in that, so I chose to make sure all my bills would pay for, and I can get a copy later. As a writer, I do not get a free copy. I do not get an author's copy, basically, for my book. I have to actually buy a copy of my book. I know it sucks. You know, as the author, you think you could at least get one free copy, especially when you're using BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon. You think they would give you a free copy, but they don't. They charge even the author for a copy of their own book when you're looking to get an author's copy. So I had to wait a little while. So here we are. It is June. And it is June 6th. Damn, it is June 6th. So I had to wait a couple weeks before I was able to afford a copy of my own book. So here we are. And I'm Anthony K. Thomas, and welcome to my social media book tour for A Lasting Love. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the book. I'm going to read just like the first, just the very beginning of this book. There you go. So starting off, how I came up with this idea for A Lasting Love. Honestly, I found myself rewatching episodes of ER from start to finish. And I came across an episode of ER of an old couple. And this old man is sitting with his wife, hoping that she wakes up. And he begins to tell Carter a little bit about his wife, about how she's a fighter, how she doesn't give up and all this stuff. And I looked at that. I watched that full scene, and it was a very beautiful scene. I mean, sadly, the wife does die. And it's a very sad, emotional scene, and it's beautiful. But so after that scene, I paused it, and this idea came to me of a love story. And I was in the middle of finishing up a previous love story called Life and Love, and this other idea for this love story came to me of an old couple, and it was going to start well into the future.